Hello, I'm Steve Caldeira, President and CEO of the International Franchise Association. I wanted to update you on our efforts to protect the franchise model, which is under increasing attack at all levels of government across the country. As the only trade association representing franchisees, franchisors, and suppliers, we are making headway in stopping many of the threats against our great industry. However, the attacks continue to come, and we need your help right now. First, if you haven't already, please join the Franchise Action Network, our powerful grassroots initiative designed to educate, mobilize, and activate members to political action so we can most effectively fight back in Congress, state legislatures, and municipalities. Second, please consider making a financial commitment to the Franchise Preservation Fund to help us in these critical efforts. Consider this. The Service Employees International Union is experiencing a 70-year low in private sector membership, from 35% in the mid-50s to under 7% today. And now their target is aimed directly at the franchise industry. To increase their membership and dwindling financial coffers, the SEIU is aggressively targeting employees of franchise businesses. The SEIU's sole goal is to more easily organize workers in order to grow their declining membership ranks. So they are making a strong and extremely aggressive push to redefine the franchise model on multiple fronts. In the past 2 years, the SEIU has spent $50 million on a multi-pronged campaign to break the franchise model. They have successfully pushed for a precedent-setting, discriminatory minimum wage law in Seattle that punishes franchisees for being part of a branded franchise company. They are behind the claims against franchise businesses by the National Labor Relations Board and its recent decision that franchisors and franchisees are joint employers. And they are also pushing for state and federal franchise relationship bills that would recast current franchise contracts. Last year, the IFA Board of Directors voted to tap over $4 million from our legislative and financial reserves, and we have also raised another $3 million through 2-year commitments from just over 50 member companies to fight back against this push to destroy the franchise model. With these resources, IFA has made significant progress, including filing a highly publicized lawsuit in the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals against Seattle's discriminatory minimum wage law, which is led by former U.S. Solicitor General Paul Clement under President George W. Bush. The laws allow for small businesses with under 500 employees 7 years to phase into the new $15 wage, but only 3 years for franchise businesses with under 500 employees, simply because they are affiliated with a national chain. This discriminatory minimum wage law creates an uneven playing field for our hardworking franchisees in Seattle. So we are prepared potentially to take this case all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary to preserve the current precedent that franchisees are indeed small businesses. Through the work of the Franchise Action Network and the IFA-founded Coalition to Save Local Businesses, we successfully worked for the introduction of bipartisan legislation in Congress to stop the NLRB from expanding its joint employer definition. Both the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate Committees on Appropriations just recently advanced spending bills that includes language that prohibits the NLRB from implementing a new joint employer definition. We have worked for the recent passage of new proactive laws in Tennessee and Texas that prevent franchisors in those states from being named joint employers, countering the NLRB's actions at the federal level. And we have defeated discriminatory minimum wage ordinances in cities such as Kansas City and Chicago. And we continue our successful efforts to preserve franchise contract and relationship laws in Congress and in several states across the country. But to keep up the fight, and while we cannot match organized labor's seemingly endless commitment to spend upwards of $100 million, we believe we will need as much as $10 million over the next 3 years to put us in the best position to effectively save the franchise model, while also ensuring the association remains financially sound well into the future. The Franchise Preservation Fund has been established to raise these much-needed resources to continue our fight. While this request is not mandatory to IFA members, we are respectfully asking all IFA members to contribute to the cause. You may have already received a personal letter from me about this fundraising initiative. If not, I urge you to visit www.franchise.org/franchise preservation fund to learn how you can participate. Let me repeat that one more time. Please go to www.franchise.org/franchise preservation fund to make your commitment right now. Thank you for your serious consideration of this request. Your contribution is critical to executing our mission to promote, protect, and enhance the franchise business model and the future of our industry, and that means your company as well. Again, thank you for your continued support of the IFA and the franchise industry. Together, we can ensure that it remains strong and robust well into the future. But we need your help right now in order to maximize our efforts and effectiveness as we continue to fight organized labor and pro-union government agencies that want to break the time-tested and proven franchise model. So please do what you can. We truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.